The primary crisis we have in America today isn't an economic crisis, not a political crisis. It's really a worldview crisis.
Well, Dr. Barna, I would love for you to, I introduced you, but maybe tell us a little bit about your family and exactly what you do. And then I want to get deep into this conversation about worldview, because I know that you feel a true urgency to wake people up, just like we do here at the Schoolhouse Rocked Ministry. And time really is of the essence when it comes to raising our kids to know and love Jesus.
Yeah, so Yvette, in terms of my family, I mean, I've got 3 daughters. They're all adopted. They're all from other countries. And right now they're all in their 20s and 30s. So one of them has 3 children, my first 3 grandchildren. Fortunately, they live just down the street from us, so I get to spend a lot of time with them, and that's been a great thing. One of the reasons why that's been great for me is recognizing the significant role that grandparents can play in helping to raise children to be spiritual champions. I know it's my daughter and son-in-law's primary function in life, but it's still part of my function as my daughter's parent, and now as a grandparent, to make sure that I'm doing everything I can to see those 3 youngsters be discipled, become, full-on followers of Jesus, no holds barred. So that's been a great thing. And the reason why worldview matters so much to me, normally, I mean, baseball would matter more to me, but, no, I mean, when you look at what's going on in people's lives in our culture, my contention, doing all the research that I do, we've done, I've been involved in over 1,000 national research projects over the years, studying all facets of our culture and faith and the intersection of those. The conclusion I've come to is twofold. Number one, the primary crisis we have in America today isn't an economic crisis, not a political crisis. It's really a worldview crisis. All of the issues that we're facing, most of them would fritter away if people actually had a biblical worldview. And the second thing that's important about that to me is, as you look at me, it's like I'm getting older. I don't know how many years the Lord's going to give me yet, but I figure, okay, I've got more years behind me than in front of me. So I've got to figure out how to finish well. And one of the things that I did was I took the 200 most recent national studies I'd done, went through them, and took notes about what did we learn from each of these studies. And when I synthesized all of that into just a handful of outcomes, the thing that kept jumping out of all of that research, no matter what angle I was studying the culture from, no matter what subgroup of the population or the entire adult population I was looking at, everything kept coming back to worldview. So that's why, particularly over the last 5 years at Arizona Christian University, where I'm a professor, director of research there, we're looking at worldview, because if we don't crack the code on worldview, we're not going to get very far.
Homeschool Insights is sponsored by CTC Math. If you're looking for a great online math program, visit ctcmath.com and try it for free. For more great homeschool inspiration and resources, listen to the Schoolhouse Rocked podcast every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday.